Shadows whisper down the hall. Footsteps echo in the dark. Another case, another spark. Digging deep, the secrets hide. Truth they bury, it survives. Piece by piece, we break the lies. Light up and analyze. We're seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden rooms. We won't stop. We're seeking truth. Silent victims lost and gone. Echoes scream, but life moves on. Faded faces, mystery calls. Answers waiting in the walls. Digging deep where secrets hide. Truth they bury, it survives. Piece by piece we break the lies. Light up and analyze. We're seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden rooms. We won't stop. We're seeking truth. Through the static, through the fear, we'll uncover what's unclear. Through the static, through the fear, we'll uncover what's unclear. We're seeking truth, no stone unturned. Every clue, every word. Justice waits in hidden rooms. We won't stop. We're seeking truth. No, we won't stop. No, we won't stop. We're seeking truth.
Sorry, I thought I had to poke it at the right time. Wow, isn't that just such a great? I love that song. I really, really do. Um, let's roll. Oh, I did the wrong one. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I know it's been a long time. It's been a while. I know. I have made some shorts here and there, but haven't gone live. So my bush watchers, please come out and say hi when you get in. Drop me a thumbs, give me a like, hit the subscribe if you like true crime and you want to hang out with me. Most of the time, on older cases, I don't mind doing like conspiracy theories, speculating, having a good discussion about a case. But when it's a newer case, I'd rather not. When it's a missing case, especially when it's a missing teen, child, adult, I try to leave the theories and speculations out of it. When it comes to that, I try to just do like, your articles, your facts, what the police do release, what don't they release, things like that. I have 2 things out of my area, and then we also have a young lady who was 19 years old, and she was a sophomore at LSU. Hi, Spitfire. Hey, girl. Um, y'all, I can't decide on what I want to do for my Halloween costume. I know I'm going to be passing out candy that day, but I don't know what the weather's going to be like. And I heard it's supposed to be rainy. And I have ideas to stay warm. Like I could put leggings on either outfit that I do. The leggings, I'm probably going to have to wear like a longer black sleeve shirt, or because I'm not trying to get sick. But I have like 2 costumes in mind. Um, just because I've never done the wig part of it. Hey, beautiful you. So I'm kind of excited, but I'm kind of also nervous because like I really want to enter the contest that Center's having. Um, I don't know if Savages is doing one, but I love Halloween. I have a couple great costumes in mind, so I'm really really excited. I cannot wait. Um, I did redo the makeup office desk. I put a new thing on here, so I've been busy today. Uh, so it's like red too. And I'm not used to. Well, it's like a burgundy. I put a new thing on my desk, rearranged it, and figured out that y'all check this out. It still works. I've had this thing for years. Okay. Hey y'all, and I know Center's like, oh, make sure you guys go into a dark room and nobody can see you. Like everybody knows my room. There's nothing incriminating, or nothing incriminating, nothing that shows like everybody knows my name and stuff. But I have old photographs. The baby you can't really see, and that's not a baby no more. She's like 2, but um, yeah. So there's not too much. I mean, my closet. I don't have anything. They can't zoom in on my dad's thing, and if they did, I mean, he was a veteran. They'll find out that he was in the Navy and boot camp. He had a hard time in boot camp. I know that much. So, but yeah. So this is a makeup room. But no, I wanted to show you this thing I never thought would still be working, and I've had this thing for like years. Can you all see my makeup brushes? I redid my desk, and don't mind the plastic on the makeup brushes. I don't want dusties on my makeup brushes, and I don't have something enough to put those in. Okay, that's like, oh, my clothes I need to put away. Um, that light, like I got that light from like Five Below, like years ago when I first moved in here. And this thing's like 6 years old and it's still working. Can you believe that? 6 years. Oh, you looks good. Oh, you're fine. Um, but yeah, I cannot believe that thing still works after being 6 years old. I dusted it and cleaned it up, but like it changes lights on it. I think is what this was like the very first ring light and makeup light they came out with. But it does change. This fucker's bright. Like it's blinding me. It is. It's blinding me. But I can go down. Whew, that was better. It makes you kind of hot. And there's that one. You guys can kind of like see like the glitches in it. And then like it changes colors. I have to turn it down. That is bright. That is so bright. It is so bright. So bright. And that's all the way up. Let's go back to like there's like the one. Okay. So there's that one. Let me see if I can do this. Without dropping my laptop. Come on, Booby. I need you to hold it. Booby's holding the laptop. Okay. So, like, whew, that's what I had it on. Okay. That's all bright, y'all. I liked it kind of like that one, but I had it on the brightest one. But I think I'm going to turn it down a notch. That was dark. Or that was bright. I think it about gave me a headache looking at that thing today. Okay. So, Madison, I need to dry my clothes. Mine are in the dryer, but that's just some of the stuff that I had left that I need to, in my little, this is my dresser, y'all. I had a dresser, okay, y'all? I really did. But when I first moved in here, we didn't have my cat fixed. And so I just have a closet, and that's just like my other little dresser for like, tank tops. Who hangs up their Hi Cash? Who hangs up their laptops? Oh my god. I quit. I swear. I quit. Who hangs up their tank tops though? Like I have so many dang tank tops that some need to be thrown away, some need to be put away. But back to Madison. She was 19 years old in 2023, and I really don't know much about Madison. I've never heard of her case. But 19 years old. And then I have two stories out of Toledo that I want to talk about. Hey, bud, how you doing? What's you guys' weather like right now? Is it cold, rainy? It's not rainy today, but it was super cold. It's been getting chilly. It's been getting there. Some of my ACs are out, and some of them are still in. Haven't got that part yet. We've got 2 out, 3 out. Hallway, dining room, 2. Sorry, we have 2 out so far. 50% cloudy. Oh my god. So y'all, I'm gonna tell you this really quick. So yesterday, I must have been going through it. I don't know, like, since I have like PTSD, I kind of call them. I've always called them like my flashbacks of like certain shit that's happened in your life, or certain kind of memories, or a certain kind of thought will pop up. Well, yesterday I had to go to Kroger's because I had to get some creamer and some coffee, and thank God I got a blessing in disguise. And I got a few other things I needed to go with a couple meals that I was doing. And I'm down. I'm getting ready. Like I was on my last item, which was the rice I needed to go with the chicken we're going to have in a couple of days. So I'm heading down this line, and my dad, I know he was with me because I was stressing and I was worried and I have a lot on my mind. And so I'm going down the aisle and I hear, I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. And I was like, oh my God. That was my dad's ringtone. That's what he had. So anytime anybody ever called him, you heard. And I just remember this duck. Okay, if I can find the commercial, I'm gonna play it. But anyways, it's this duck, and I do believe, I don't know if he's in the bathwater or something, or if he's walking down the thing, but he sings, I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. And my dad's birthday's coming up in November, so I think I just was like, oh my God, like I knew. At this time, I didn't bust out tears, crying. I just thought, okay, Dad, let's go. Like, that's just a sign for me to get the hell out of the store because I was in there too long. So that was hard yesterday. Spitfire, I barely know what a day or a year it. I can't see. I can't even read. So Spitfire, I barely know what day or year it is, let alone the time. I know, right? Think clocks change back in the UK tonight. Do they? Do our clocks change back tonight? I didn't even know. Really? Do we? Does Ohio change back there tonight? Well, I know cell phones automatically do it, right? I'm pretty sure our cell phones automatically Change back time. Change back time. Oh, yeah. Thank you all for being here. Let me do this real quick. Just because I love doing it. Ready? We have discovered change back time is, I don't know when. Today? Anybody know? You guys know? Did you figure it out? I think it's next week. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Okay. So the first thing we're going to go into, should we do the dummy video or should we have two people that were dummies that are going to get caught. So it's kind of funny. So let's do that one. I'm going to play this one. Okay, so that is for these dummies coming up right here. I'm about to show you guys. You guys are about to be like, what? But Toledo needs your help, okay? I don't have chat pulled up yet, so give me a minute to get there. Okay, so we have here Toledo police are seeking to identify so Toledo police are seeking the police. Oh shit! I can't read. Toledo police are seeking the public's help to identify two individuals, a suspect of stealing from a bank ATM on October 13th. The TPD posted a video of the subjects at the Sun Federal Credit Union on the 400 block of North Reynolds. They say the suspects were in a red Kia with silver side view mirror on the passenger door. Anyone with information is to call Crime Stoppers at 419-255-1111. You might be eligible for a cash reward up to, $5,000 or more. Now, this guy right here, y'all, is an idiot. An idiot. I mean, his face is... Now, this guy on the right is pretty clever. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the guy on the right was dressed for the occasion. Put a 2 if the guy on the left is not dressed for the occasion and is going to get caught way faster than the other one. 1 and a 2. 2 for the left, 1 for the right. Who's going to get caught first? Let me play the video. Then put a 3 in the chat if you can hear me. Of course, my computer. Come on, StreamYards, get your act together. Get your act together. Come on. Come on. Me. I love Alexis. She's so... How did I get a key? I can't get into my things to get a hold of you guys to watch chat. Spitfire, ask Emmy about time. Okay, I will. 24 hours. Hi, Emmy. Okay, like, hold on. I froze in the wrong spot. Okay, look at him. No, I mean, looking down. I mean, if we go back, we can go back. I mean, look, he is looking right at the freaking camera. The thing is on, like, this guy is a complete freaking utter dummy. Look, right there. He's smiling. What the? Hi, everybody. Hi, Hi. I was going to say hi, Truth Seeker. Oh my God, I need to go to bed. Hi, hi headstones. No sound. Okay, so what does safe cracking mean? So safe cracking means is that a big charge for safe cracking? Does anybody know? Do I need to rewind this? Can hear YouTube but not video. Okay, let me go back out then. Let's do this. Yep. It says your browser has lost connection. Can you all hear me right now? But you couldn't hear the video? No sound of the video? Could hear you but not the video. Okay, let's retry this again. Because it did say it was like, I don't know what happened. Maybe because I was pausing it so much. Okay, let's try this again. Share screen. We're going to go back to this guy. Boom.
New at 6, just days after we showed you the aftermath of a dramatic theft from an ATM from a local 7-Eleven store, tonight the story of another theft with a twist.
Yeah, Toledo police say these crooks got away with thousands of dollars, and tonight they have released some surveillance video of the suspects. 13 Action News reporter Alexis Means joins us live with that story, all new at 6.
You guys can hear it because I heard it on the phone.
Sasha and Lee, police say that they continue to investigate this case. Somehow these crooks got a key, which they used to open the ATM. Theft went down on the night of October 13th.
We're looking at theft, and we're also looking at safe cracking, which is looking to try to get into a device of that nature.
Toledo police are hoping you recognize the guys in this surveillance video.
We had two individuals go to the Sun Federal Credit Union on Reynolds Road. They go up to the ATM and are able to make access into it with what we believe is a key.
Officer Prince Flores says the suspects arrived in this four-door car.
It looks like a red sedan with a noticeable silver side view mirror on the passenger side. During that process, they were able to take a large amount of money out of the ATM and then close it and leave the location.
Toledo police won't give a specific dollar amount, only that it was a lot of money. Do you know how long they were at that ATM?
An extended period of time, which is another concern because, you know, are there people, were you driving by? Did you happen to see this vehicle around that time? And that's something that we're going to look into further.
And detectives say that if you can identify these young men that were in this video, you should call Crime Stoppers. Also, once they are identified, they will be charged with safe cracking. Lee, back to you.
All right, y'all. That was that one. Can you believe how dumb? I mean, this guy's got his face is showing, and the one guy was dressed for it. Like, if he says, I'm about to go rob something, I'm going to dress so I can not be seen. And that is horrible. Horrible. Sorry, my babies weren't taking the new hungry baby well. Definition in mail. Oh, no. What time cash? Time change. He has his is in the UK tonight, isn't it? But I think Emmy said not to. I see some threes. Yeah, the guy on the left, he's going to be definitely a ding dong. He's going to be caught first, I think. And the other guy is going to get probably, I'm thinking that guy's going to snitch on him. Yep, I think so. That's just my opinion. I think he's going to get caught first. Okay, so let's go. Emmy changes. Emmy time changes. LOL. Ask me what? Yes, Emmy, we need to know when does time change back? Oh, she said right here. Our time change is next weekend. Ooh, next weekend. So I wonder if that's when mine is too. We're all over here debating on what time we got to change back our time, but does it really matter? I mean, like, does it really matter? Doesn't it still get lighter, though? Isn't it? Well, it's lighter. I think it's lighter instead of being so dark, because it gets dark. Daylight savings, November 2nd. Cool beans. All right. Cash, we have discovered it. Ours is the 2nd. So there you go. So this next other story is kind of sad. This is out of Toledo, Ohio. And, well, it's not really Toledo because they live in Michigan. But, I mean, you think the UK's this weekend. Oh, you asking if, Cash needs to know when he needs to turn back his time, the time. For UK, gosh, the United Kingdom, that would be, I bet you it's a beautiful place. Okay, so our next story is quite sad, so be prepared. It's not an odd story. But I wanted to show it because I don't want it to be, here we go.
Random shooting changed his life forever.
It's an unsolved murder, an act of violence the couple did nothing to bring upon themselves. 11 Investigates. Melissa Andrews is here with more. Mel?
Andrew Price and his fiancée Cole had just returned from planning their wedding in Michigan, ready to start their next chapter together. But that joy turned to tragedy just days later.
It was an unusual 10 p.m. Taco Bell run on a Sunday night, only a few minutes from their home on Lincolnshire Boulevard, where they lived for 3 years.
We weren't putting ourselves in harm's way. And we chose this area because there's honestly elderly people all around, and we talked to the neighbors. Our realtors recommended it, and it's a great area right by Ottawa Hills. We looked up all the crime around here, and it just isn't a thing.
At the same time, on that quiet street, someone was having a party at an Airbnb.
You could see people coming and going, right? People getting in their cars and that kind of thing. So you were automatically on high alert.
Cars were double parked on both sides. As Andrew drove slowly down their street, the couple saw 2 men. Shots rang out. Cole was shot in the head.
I knew there was gunshots, and I look over and I see he was bloody. But there wasn't a broken window. I didn't hear a window shatter.
This is body cam of police
Trigger
arriving
warning.
to Andrew and Cole
Trigger
on
warning.
this patch of grass across from their home. Andrew was giving Cole CPR.
It was way down there. I drove away. I don't know what happened. We were just driving.
Seems clear. You can set fire up.
Cole didn't survive. His death remains unsolved. Andrew still lives in the same home, surrounded by memories and reminders of the life they built together.
Every single day reminds you, every single time you look outside.
Every day, looking at that grassy area.
This can't be real. I don't lie. This can't be real.
Where Cole's life ended and their life together slipped away.
It's so
I
sad.
just kept one going ever since. Just
Your loved one, right out.
Sort of an honor for him.
Could you imagine driving?
Every night,
Have
Andrew
just a
lights a
bullet
candle
fly.
for Cole, a simple way to keep his presence close.
So this note says, "Good morning, Bubby."
And sometimes he reads through the notes Cole wrote
He
him over
reminds
the
me of my
years.
gay friend Sean.
I love you like it's our first Valentine's Day together. You mean the world to me. I can't wait to see you dressed up.
Small reminders of their 9 years together and the love they shared.
I can see him still having a nap on the couch like he always did, or, you know, coming home and there was music playing and he was just happy to see me. Like, I still feel that, and I feel I feel his presence and his love in the home. But then the second you leave my front door, I mean, you open the door and I feel unsafe.
The two met when they were 17, high school sweethearts who grew up together. They got engaged 9 years later and had just picked out their wedding spot in Michigan days before the shooting.
I think that's also why it pulls this, at least for me, it pulls me farther out of reality, because it's like, there's no way you plan your wedding.
Right.
After knowing somebody almost 9 years, and then you know, you choose the right home, you make sure you do the right thing. It doesn't make any sense.
Andrew says through the pain, he's trying to live like Cole would have wanted him to, with love instead of anger. But that split-second moment is a marker of life before and now after Cole. He says he'll continue sharing Cole's story, not only to find justice, but to make sure the love they shared is never forgotten.
Police declined to talk about the investigation into Cole's murder, but urge you to call them or Crime Stoppers if you have any information. That number is 419-255-1111. For 11 Investigates, I'm Melissa Andrews.
It makes me quite mad because they want our help in finding him or finding the suspects. Let me make sure we're good. Crime is triggering to so many, too many. Yes, it is. It is. Hey, frogs. Hey, girl. Could sure use some help. Let me see. Why is this not showing my Okay. Could sure use help getting this subflooring back on the deck. Oh, no. I wish I could help you. I wish I lived closer to you. Girl, I'd come help you put the deck together. As long as you bite me on it for a margarita, we'll be good. But yeah, it just sucks because the Toledo police doesn't want to give anything about the case, but they want information about how, like, they need to check everybody that was at the Airbnb. Like, how is it an unsolved case? Like, you have an Airbnb at the corner that you know they have cameras. Like, nobody is coming forward to help solve that. And it's crazy that Toledo police, of course, they need information, need our help, but they don't want to, give us any information on how to figure out who shot this young man. And I mean, they were just planned where they were going to get married. Like, I could not imagine getting ready to plan my marriage and then having my fiancé shot. Like, that would be, and then the cops don't release anything. We don't know who was at the Airbnb all night. They said it was very, Ottawa Hills is a very quiet little place. These huge heavy boards that go under the flooring. Oh, God, we need some strong men, and I'll have the hubby come over. He'll help us. Him and his cousin can do it if we lived near each other. Yeah, putting in new floors is hard. Whew. Yeah, our mom needs to get hers done too, so it's crazy. I know what you said, but I will help you. She's got boards that have to go underneath the flooring, and it's just I've had some morons do my mom's. Yeah. Get them in the deck. Yeah, you better get them in the deck. I hate that. I've had that happen to my mom. She had morons doing her floor, and it messed it all up. And okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is Madison. Now, this happened in 2023. So I don't have. We have a little video. I want to show you a clip of it because I want to make sure he gets the credit. The person that I put it in the description. I put in these links, and I put in all the links for RAIN national support. I put that all in there. So when I wanted to look up Madison, because I had seen this from the video. So Madison Brooks was a 19-year-old sophomore at Louisiana State University whose tragic death in 2023 of January drew national attention. Now, I don't remember this. I don't remember really much about this case, which kind of makes me sad because I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about Madison. I want to say, was it the Idaho 4 at that time? But it says on the night of January 14th, 2023, Madison had been drinking at the Reggie's Bar in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Her blood alcohol level was reportedly at 3.319, nearly 4 times the legal limit to drive. She then left the bar with 4 males: Kevon Washington, 18, Kason Carver, 18, Desmond Carter, 17, and Yvette Lee, 28. Authorities say she was armed in the back of the car, at least 2 of them. After the assault, she was dropped off on the side of the Burbank Drive and was fatally struck by a car around 2:50 a.m. on January 15th. Washington, 17-year-old, was charged with third-degree R, while Carver and Carter faced charges related to the video of voyeurism and obstruction. Voyeurism? I don't know what this word means. Emmy, we need you. What I can't even pronounce that word. Obstruction. The defense claimed verbal consent was given, prompting backlash, accusing of the victim, blaming from Madison's family and her advocates. Fox News. A judge recently made an unprecedented ruling regarding. I wish I could get that thing off. There we go. Unprecedented ruling in regarding the admissibility of Madison's past sexual history, bearing from it being used in court. A move seen projecting dignity and preventing character assassination. Preventing character assassination. That's what they wanted. So that's what they held out. The judge ruling regarding the admissibility of Madison's past sexual history. Doesn't matter. It should have never been brought in, because she did not deserve to be AR'd. So Madison's case had become a flashpoint conversation about the consent, victims' rights, and accountability. If you are covering the story, building. Okay, so that's that part. Now, these are the suspects. Right here. Third suspect, Madison Brooks case, bonds out. Oh my God, he got bonds out. And this is Madison, you guys. Beautiful, young, 19-year-old. It's not showing up properly. Let me go back. So just some of them they showed us. It didn't give me a lot of the photos that I wanted. But let's go. I'm going to show you These are the names, and these are some of the links, but I have a video I want to show you. So I'm going to stop sharing this. We're going to come back to StreamYards. Sexual, let's see. Voyeurism, watching others. Wow, thank you. I didn't look at, I was too busy reading that, and I didn't look at my phone. But there's sexual voyeurism and natural voyeurism, which is people watching. Oh my God. So they were watching this poor girl. Okay, so our next thing is I want you guys to go make sure you give this person a like and a subscribe, because I did. I really liked his video. Once this loads up, let me know you guys can hear me and the video.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead? Now the reason why you
nearly 4 times the legal limit.
It started taking me 9 patches. I hope it works, because I definitely want to do this one.
A warning to our viewers. Okay. What you are about to watch is a true story. The following program contains content that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
If you guys got the warning, here's your warning. Thank you for True Crime Shadow Files. He is at 49.500. This person's famous, okay? Just make sure we go give him a view and a check. Please don't strike me. I'm just going to use a little bit of your content. I'm going to skim through it. I want my people to go to you. I have a small channel, so my people, please go over there. Give this person a shout out and a like. But he goes through this, so just be prepared.
To the latest after the death of an LSU sophomore
earlier
this month. The details are incredibly disturbing, as we have learned that several people are now charged with raping Madison Brooks after a night of drinking just
educational purpose.
The story is
1976
incredibly difficult, and we've been reporting on this now for days. The coroner has officially said that the manner of death is still under investigation, but has officially ruled that the cause of death was due to multiple traumatic injuries. Police say that the LSU sophomore had been abandoned on the side of the road by 3 men and a 17-year-old. Prosecutors say 2 of the men raped the victim while the others watched.
January 15th, 2023, 3 a.m. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A rideshare driver navigates through the darkness of a quiet subdivision. The roads are empty, silent. Then, in an instant, he hits something. In the beam of his headlights, a young woman lies crumpled on the pavement, barely clinging to consciousness. She's alone, disoriented, dying. He calls 911 immediately. Paramedics rush her to the hospital, but within hours she would be dead. At first, it seems like a tragic accident, a young life cut short in the darkness. But what investigators uncover in the days that follow would reveal something far more sinister. A night of alleged sexual assault.
This is the bar,
blood alcohol level nearly 4 times the legal limit. And 4 men who left her on that road, men who would claim she consented to everything. Her name was Madison Brooks. She was 19 years old, an LSU sophomore.
An LSU sophomore. Look, I mean, just how gorgeous. Beautiful.
A beloved daughter, sister, and friend with her entire future ahead of her. This is the story of Madison Brooks' last 6 hours alive. From the bar where strangers found her, to the car where they violated her, to the road where they left her to die. Welcome to the Shadow Files crime series. Tonight we venture into a nightmare so evil, it defies comprehension. Take a moment to hit subscribe, drop a like, and please let us know where you're watching from. And now, we begin. Madison Kennedy Brooks was born in Covington, Louisiana, into a family that would become the center of her world. Her parents, John Brooks and Ashley Boustert, raised her alongside her siblings, Aiden, Brady, and Kaylin, in a home filled with love, laughter, and the kind of closeness that not everyone is lucky enough to experience. Her grandparents called her their sunshine, and if you knew Madison, you understood why. Her godparents, Hunter and Lauren LeBlanc, watched her grow from a bright-eyed little girl into a young woman who seemed to carry light with her wherever she went. Madison attended St. Scholastica Academy, a private Catholic school in Covington where she wasn't just another student passing through. She made her mark. She worked hard, earning her place on the honor roll year after year. She cheered on the sidelines as part of the cheerleading squad, bringing that same infectious energy and school spirit that everyone who knew her would remember. But
Stop. Don't get a HELOC until you know about HEI. HELOCs are loans. You borrow, pay interest, and make monthly payments.
Madison wasn't just about academics and athletics. She was deeply involved in her faith community as an active member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She joined Doves for Life, advocating for causes she believed in. She was part of Spirit Club, always finding ways to lift others up and make her school a better place. Her teachers remembered her fondly, not just as a good student, but as someone who genuinely cared, someone who showed up, someone who made a difference. When Madison graduated from St. Scholastica in 2021, she had her sights set on something bigger. Louisiana State University, LSU, the place where she would chase her dreams. She arrived on campus as a bright-eyed freshman, eager to find her place in the world. And she did. Madison declared her major in communication, a field that felt like it was made for her. She loved stories, she loved people, she wanted to tell stories that mattered, stories that could make a difference. And then came the moment that would shape her future. Madison was accepted into the prestigious Manship School of Mass Communication at LSU. For anyone who knows LSU, you know what that means. Manship is one of the top journalism and mass communication programs in the country.
So she was getting ready to go into a successful college, you guys. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe. I cannot. I feel so bad. Like, their family, and this poor young girl who had her whole life ahead of her.
Getting in isn't easy.
And she was, and like I just said, it wasn't getting into this college is not easy, and it's for journalism.
It's competitive. It's an achievement, and Madison earned it. Her future was taking shape before her eyes. Journalism, storytelling, a career where she could use her voice to amplify the voices of others. She was exactly where she was supposed to be. But Madison's life at LSU wasn't just about hitting the books. She joined Alpha Phi sorority, where she found a sisterhood that would become like family. Her sorority sisters would later describe her as someone whose heart was pure and whose laugh was infectious. She was the kind of person who made you feel seen, heard, valued. Madison had an adventurous spirit that couldn't be contained. She went skydiving, because why not? She loved skiing, carving down mountains with the same fearless energy she brought to everything else. She traveled to new cities whenever she got the chance, soaking in new experiences, collecting memories. But ask anyone who really knew Madison what mattered most to her, and they'd tell you the same thing. Family and friends, weekly dinners, long phone calls with her mom. Traditions that kept her grounded. She cherished the people in her life, and they cherished her right back. Madison was the girl who lit up every room she entered, not because she demanded attention, but because joy radiated from her naturally. By January 2023, Madison was thriving.
Her eyes.
She was 19 years old, a sophomore at LSU, surrounded by friends who loved her and a family who supported her every step of the way. She was building a future, making memories, living the college experience that so many dream about. January 14th, 2023, a Saturday night. For Madison, it was just another weekend, another chance to unwind, to spend time with friends, to enjoy being young and alive. She had no idea it would be her last night. She had no idea that in less than 12 hours, everything would be over.
What the fuck?
If you've ever been to Louisiana State University, you know about Tigerland. It's the heartbeat of LSU nightlife, a cluster of bars and clubs just off campus where students go to blow off steam, to celebrate, to forget about exams and papers for a few hours. And at the center of Tigerland sits Reggie's Bar, a popular spot, crowded on weekends, the kind of place where you go with friends, where the music is loud and the drinks flow freely. January 14th, 2023. Around 10 o'clock at night, Madison Brooks walks into Reggie's. For her, it's just another Saturday night out. Normal, unremarkable, the kind of night she'd had dozens of times before. But also at Reggie's that night are four men. Kyvon DeAndre Washington, 18 years old. Desmond Carter, just 17. Casson Carver, 18, and Everett Lee, 28, the oldest of the group, and Washington's uncle. Madison doesn't know these men. They don't know her. They're strangers sharing the same space on the same night, but their paths are about to intersect in the worst possible way. Surveillance cameras inside Reggie's bar capture everything that unfolds that night.
God.
And what they show is critical to understanding what happened to Madison Brooks. The footage shows Madison and the 17-year-old suspect, Desmond Carter, dancing together, hugging. At first glance, it looks like a typical night out, two young people enjoying themselves. But as the hours pass, something changes. Around 1 o'clock in the morning, the surveillance footage captures Madison stumbling. She falls. She can't keep her balance. People around her, friends, strangers, try to help her back to her feet. She's slurring her words, clearly intoxicated, visibly impaired. And the four men, they're watching. By 2 o'clock in the morning, Reggie's bar is closing. Last call is come and gone. The lights come up. People start filing out into the warm Louisiana night. And this is where everything goes wrong. Surveillance footage from outside the bar shows Madison leaving. But she's not alone. She's following the four men, all four of them, out to the parking lot, toward a vehicle. According to statements the men would later give to police, Madison asked them for a ride home. Think about that for a moment. Madison didn't know these men. She didn't know where she was going. And by every account, including their own, she was in no condition to be making decisions about her safety.
No.
But she got into Casson Carver's vehicle anyway. Carver behind the wheel, Everett Lee in the passenger seat, and in the back, Madison, Kyvon Washington, and Desmond Carter. The car pulls away from Reggie's bar, and somewhere in the darkness of Baton Rouge, it stops. What happens next would become the center of a criminal case that's still unresolved more than 2 years later. According to Casson Carver's own statement to investigators, his own words, Madison was very unstable on her feet, was not able to keep her balance, and was unable to speak clearly without slurring. But according to arrest affidavits, Kyvon Washington and Desmond Carter asked Madison repeatedly to have sex with them. And according to their version of events, she said yes. She consented. Here's the problem with that claim. When police asked Carver directly whether he believed Madison was too drunk to consent to sex, he responded with 2 words. I guess. I guess. He later told investigators that what happened made him feel uncomfortable, and that he hated it, but he did nothing to stop it. Everett Lee allegedly stepped out of the vehicle during the alleged assaults, but he too did nothing to intervene. 2 men allegedly assaulted Madison in the back of that car. 2 others remained present and did nothing. Now, here's where it gets even more disturbing.
Horrible.
The defense attorneys for these men would later reveal that someone in that car recorded video. Video of Madison, intoxicated and slurring, inside the vehicle after the alleged assault. She asks to get out of the car. She says she'll call an Uber and get home on her own. And they let her. It's approximately 2:50 in the morning. About 50 minutes have passed since they left Reggie's bar. They drop Madison off near the Pelican Lake subdivision, a neighborhood she doesn't know in an area she's unfamiliar with. And then they drive away. Madison is left standing alone in the darkness. There are barely any streetlights. She's disoriented, confused. Her blood alcohol content, as toxicology reports would later reveal, was 0.319%. To put that in perspective, 0.08% is the legal limit for driving in Louisiana.
Wow.
Madison's blood alcohol level was nearly 4 times that amount. At that level of intoxication, medical experts say a person can experience alcohol poisoning, loss of consciousness, inability to make rational decisions or understand danger. Madison wanders from the subdivision toward Burbank Drive. Somehow she ends up standing in the middle of the dark roadway. 3 o'clock in the morning. A rideshare driver is making his way through the area. He comes around a bend in the road, and there, in the beam of his headlights, is Madison. There's no time to stop. Impact. The driver immediately calls 911. He's not impaired. He's not at fault. He stays at the scene, cooperating fully with authorities. He's shaken, horrified. First responders arrive and rush Madison to the hospital. She's clinging to life. Her family is called. They race to be by her side, but the injuries are too severe. Hours later, Madison Kennedy Brooks is pronounced dead. The official cause of death, multiple traumatic injuries secondary to motor vehicle versus pedestrian collision. She was 19 years old. A night that started like any other. A Saturday out with the possibility of fun, ended with a young woman dying alone on a dark road. And 4 men would soon be facing criminal charges for what happened in the hours before her death.
Hold up.
January 15th, 2023.
They definitely need to be charged. I don't know if it said they were, but I don't want to like keep watching this and give the guy. Let's skip ahead. Let's go. They need to be charged, because if she would have never been on that road if they wouldn't have dumped her there. Stupid ads. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, black woman, this right here is about to be your best friend. This is Lumen, RRB hair growth gummy. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to be your best.
Everett Lee, 75,000. Kyvon Washington, 150,000. And with Carver's own admission that she was unstable and slurring her words, prosecutors believe they have a case. Bond is set for the three adults. Jason Carver, $50,000. Everett Lee, $75,000. Kyvon Washington, $150,000. Within days, Carver and Lee post bond. They walk out of jail, free to await trial. Washington remains behind bars. Desmond Carter, still a juvenile, is held in a detention facility. But for Madison's family, there's no bond, no release, no going home. Their daughter, their sister, their sunshine, she's gone forever. And the legal battle to hold someone accountable for her death has only just begun. The arrests send shockwaves through Baton Rouge and beyond. LSU President William Tate issues a statement that captures the community's grief and rage. What happened to her was evil, and our legal system will parcel out justice. Students hold vigils across campus. Candles flicker in the night. Flowers pile up at makeshift memorials. Madison sorority sisters at Alpha Phi release their own statement, mourning the loss of their beloved sister. But they also share something that perfectly captures who Madison was, even in her final moments. Madison was an organ donor. Her heart and kidneys were donated to save the lives of others. Even in death, Madison gave life.
That's a good thing to end on. Can you believe that after all that, she was an organ donor? Oh my gosh. What? Wait, what was it? I mean, I missed it. I'll have to come back to the chat here in just a minute. You guys, it's so sad. That is so, so sad. I just, how can they just dump her off and leave her on the side of the road, and they're out on bond? Like, no. I think she was 0.7 in the UK is drunk, really? So in Louisiana, it's 0.8, and they said she was 4 times the amount. Let me see. Let's go back to the AI and see if it said the charges. I got ahead of myself. Hold on. I got ahead of myself. Okay, so like they said, how could it be legal? How could she have given consent? There's no way. She was too drunk for that. She could not have given any information or like nothing. No. Doesn't say if the case is still it should tell me. Okay, so here we go. Not yet. The trial for the 4 men charged in the connection of Madison Brooks' death has not begun. As of late 2025, however, significant legal development has taken place. The trial status is legal updates. The upcoming trial is expected to take place later this year. A Louisiana appeals court recently ruled that Madison Brooks' sexual history cannot be used by defense, reinforcing that the state's RP shield laws. Okay, so that's a really good thing. So they can't bring in if she was flirtatious or any of her sexual ex-boyfriends. None of that can be brought in. Which what the defense wants to do is make her to be out to be the instigator, the one that shouldn't have been wearing whatever she was wearing, or that she was Like that's what the defense is going to try to do. And we do know now they can't do that. The judicial controversy, District Attorney Hiller Moore filed a motion to rescue Judge Gail Ray Horn from this case, citing concerns over the earlier ruling that was allowed inadmissible evidence. So there's still legal things going on that are still gonna. This district attorney. So the charges for Kevon Washington, Desmond Carter, Kason Carver facing charges including first-degree R and video voyeurism. That's what it told us earlier. That is sad. I wonder if they're still out on bond. I gotta go cook dinner. What are you guys having for dinner? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. These bastards that get to live their life. Yes, all 4 suspects in Madison's case have been released on bond. Headstone says, can you click that link, Truth Seeker? I probably could. I'm kind of mad that all 4 suspects are released on bond. Kevin was 150. Kevon, and then Kason. Desmond Carter was not explicitly listed to the latest reports, but he was also released on according jail records, Fox News. Do you want me to go to the first one, Emmy? This one? Madison Brooks ruling bars victim? Which one did you want me to click on? I just looked it up. Carver's trial is December 1st of 2025. I'm definitely going to keep note of that, Emmy. Emmy, you're going to have to remind me. Maybe me and you can do parts of it, watch it, and like I don't know. Do they host a lot of trials like that? I can't believe they're out on bond right now. So they're all on bond, but Kevon's was the highest. It's just sad because she was going to go to a journalism school. And I guess journalism, that was like the highest school, like the best school to get into. You said December 1st. I'm looking for your comment, and I'm looking through it in the other one. Carver. I'm writing this down. But I like about this though, I can always go back and look up whatever case I looked up with this AI. This is like Microsoft's famous Copilot that I love using. That is, so he is 50, 75. This guy was also released. So sad. I don't think this is a video. Is this a video? Instagram, Maddie Brooke. Oh, I think we got a video. We do, y'all. We do. Let's see what Fox News has to say. Oh, God, we got to add. Okay. Here we go. This was a January 25th, 2023, guys. Dinner, meat, kill zone, team, eat ass, not just typing crap. I know you're not. We have pork chops and all gratin potatoes and some green beans. Here we go. Let's finish this. Ugh. Oh. Oh. That's oh. Did you guys see how she twisted that? How she made sure that broadcaster wasn't going to put any bad light on Maddie? I love that. That's a true friend. Even in April's death, she doesn't want her friend to be betrayed in any type of way, other than the bright young helpful girl that she was. I mean, this other girl, you could tell she was struggling. And when girls are in or don't have confidence, we always tend to. I know I've done that. I've been where this other girl has been, and some Maddie just proves to the point where I feel like this other girl here, you know, was like she said, she was being bullied, and people who are bullied, they do try to go up to the prettier people and be like, you're so beautiful, and it's really great that Maddie was not like, you know took her in. Oh, wow. Wow. That newscaster was gonna try and turn it, and she didn't. I ate late McDonald's lunch, so probably making salad or a smoothie. Ooh, that sounds good, a salad. I did get some. Um, I did get me a thing so I could have salad. And so I might have to have a salad instead of potatoes with my pork chop. But I'm really glad that young girl actually stopped that newscaster. But I don't think that news lady should have never even like drifted off to that conversation with this young. That's her friend. She's not here to talk anything about the case. Like she was here to give her friend light. So I'm going to follow this some more. I don't remember this. I mean, was this the time 2023? I wonder, was this the time that the Idaho was going on? I want to say this was going on when the Idaho happened. Hold on, let's go ask Copilot before we head out. I have to ask because I feel like this would have been talked about more if um I don't know if I worded that right, but it'll give me. Yes, I knew it. Yes, Madison Brooks' deaths occurred shortly after the University of Idaho murders, though they were separate and unrelated tragedies. So Idaho murders was November 13th, 2022, and Madison Brooks was January 15th, 2023. Yay, there we go. I probably won't eat. Oh no, why, Spitfire? You have baby six or what? What's going on? Are you stressing? Why you don't want to eat? Are you not hungry? Everybody's got to have food. So while both cases happened within a few months of each other, college students, they were distinct incidents in different states. But you got two big cases happening. People are going to, a lot of people followed to Idaho for. Big time stress. Oh no. And Madison case is still waiting trial. So I was right, y'all. I was right. So sad. So sad. Okay, I do want to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys this. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Hopefully me and Emmy can touch base. Me and Headstones can touch base in December. And we can see that guy going to trial. Because I would definitely want to keep an eye on that. That's happening in December. One of them goes to trial, and I think they definitely all should be charged. I just can't believe right now, if you think about it, they're all out living their best life. Why Madison's life has been is gone. I think that's totally I just think that they should be sitting in prison. And even the one that was in the 17-year-old that was under why didn't he get charged as an adult? He should have been charged as an adult. maybe I can come back and investigate. But I had seen that through that video. Make sure you guys go and give True Crime. Let me see, I got the link here. Make sure you guys go and give this guy a like. The show, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but make sure you guys give him a shout out. I put on that thing, Ohio. That's, I would have played more of it, but I don't want to. I just found this guy, so I don't want to be like, I'm a new scrub. I'm gonna take what, because I had no idea that case existed, and now that we know it happened a few months after or before Idaho 4, and so I'm thinking maybe that's probably. I mean, a lot of people followed Idaho 4. I just feel like this case was not was talked about. I would love to follow that case a lot more because it's so sad. Let's see here. Can I add? Let's see. Also, if you know anybody, this is the national hotline. So make sure, if you know anybody, it's called RAIN. Make sure that if you know anybody who is been assaulted, but Madison, 19 years old, them guys might not have killed her, but they pretty much put her on a deathbed by leaving her on the side of the road at a 3.9 blood level, and then now they get to be out on bond. Hell to the no. They should be all locked up in prison. Just throwing in some links here. We have another one here. Substance hotline abuse. Well, I can't talk right now. Dinner's calling. I gotta go cook dinner, and I needed to plug my laptop in. Spitfire girlfriend, Spitfire. Here, I'm gonna pray that your stress gets taken care of because you gotta eat. If you want to reach out to me, you can. I have a good ear. I still have good ears now. I have tubes put in them. I can hear, so I'm always here to listen. Because you all listen to my rants and listen to my real life crap that happens all the time. But yeah, so these are two major big. I'm going to start, if I have any mods that want to try to get these links copied, and that way I can post them throughout now that I got the two main ones that I definitely, the hotline one, because I am a DV and SA survivor. Oh, you're very welcome, love. You have been, yes, that's what friends are here for. You have been one of my good friends I know I can count on. I met a lot of great girls in this community. Headstones, too. She's amazing. I have her links in the thing flowing. But I think I have one more that I found that I should start linking more. And this is this one. So it's called Start. So if you text this number, it is for... Let me copy this. Hi, Nanny. Hi, Nanny. You'll have to watch the replay. We covered some really sad stuff. National Domestic Violence Hotline. Okay, y'all? Make sure we save this. I kept this. I forgot. I have on my computer, I have this note thingy that I can bring up at any time. I think even when I close it, it'll still pop up. But I went and I saved some of the links. So now we have them. I don't have them on my phone, but I have them on the laptop. I hate that. I don't know where the clipboard is for, like, you know how you have your clipboard on your phone? You can go and save links. But I know there's a clipboard on the laptop. I just don't know how to get to it. I don't know how to. So this note thing is going to be a lot easier. So I think I even have notes on StreamYard now.
And WAP means good.
Sorry, the fiance came in and said they're taking Scoop for a walk. So I'm gonna go start dinner then, because that way time he gets back from his walk, it'll be done. And let me get out of this note thing. A big thank you guys again for being here. Thanks for being great friends. Let's just make sure we pray for all these victims out here, especially the couple got me earlier. That's so sad. Just planning your wedding and just taken from you. And I'll keep you guys posted on the two big dummies that decided they were going to try, the two big dummies that got a bunch of money away. Yes, but I'm glad you made it. I know you're late, but it's okay. The dummies that robbed the ATM, they are going to get caught. That one guy was just, he should have been dressed like the other guy, not like, it was so silly. All right, y'all, we've been here for an hour and 21 minutes. I would give you guys a sound, but I just feel like I didn't want to play our song because it's just, we'll do this one. I don't like this one. I don't like that one either. We ain't doing none. It's just I need to get some more sound, some more music, I guess, on here. But thank you all for coming. You guys are my good friends. And we'll see you guys on the next one. There we go. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Enjoy your all's dinner. Don't forget, Ohio, next week, November 2nd, is change back time. Remember, November 2nd is change back time. Bye, y'all.